Somebody has painted Little Quacker. Little Quacker is not actually in the Duck Doctor. This is a 1952 Tom and Jerry cartoon. But there is a character who looks a lot like Little Quacker, and he's actually credited as Little Quacker on IMDb. He's voiced by Red Coffey, of course. But it's not actually the same character, because it's actually this little duckling that is flying among its flock high in the sky, and Tom comes along with his little hunting cap on and his gun, and he shoots towards the sky, and he gets this little duck on his wing, and this duck falls down in a beautiful bit of animation. It's as depressing as it is. The moment where this duck realizes he can't fly anymore, and he just raises his healthy wing and just kind of floats down to the ground. Unrealistic, but beautifully animated. And this duckling sees Tom when he lands and runs to the first place he can hide, and that happens to be Jerry's mouse hole. And Jerry is there to help this duck to mend his wing. I love what he did to try and mend the wing. I love how dramatic this duck was as well. He is very much the same personality as Little Quacker. And as I said, he is called Little Quacker, but he is visually quite different. But he's got the same personality as Little Quacker, which I love to hate. He is so annoying, but he is so cute that you can't help just adoring this character. It's beautifully animated. I love the style of the duck. I love how he and Jerry work together to constantly try and overthrow Tom. It is quite a violent episode. Tom and Jerry is violent in ways, like, unrealistic ways. But once you actually start bringing in a gun and actually shooting animals, it gets quite, questionable. Now, I probably watched this as a child. I don't remember it, but I assume I've seen it at some point and it didn't warp my mind. But it's just something that's worth mentioning, that very few episodes of Tom and Jerry will actually include a gun and that kind of replicatable violence. And it's unusual for a cartoon to do that. Usually it's a lot more unrealistic. But nevertheless, it's just something worth mentioning, but nothing I actually personally have a problem with. Indeed, if it didn't exist, this cartoon wouldn't exist. And I liked it. I had good fun with it. I like this version of Little Quacker. I think he looks... Yeah, I think he might be cuter than the yellow Little Quacker. I love the green colour of his head. I love his little wing when it's all bandaged up. I really adored it. I do think the Duck Doctor, although stronger than I was expecting in terms of, the use of gun violence and things, I did genuinely like it. And if you're a fan of Tom and Jerry, and indeed of Little Quacker, the Duck Doctor is one that I'm pretty confident you're going to like.